It's considered a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here we go, 46, 46. 47 is the mark. 47. Check, 47. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3rd and long for Prescott. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. On the return, Harris. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The play fake, Bridgewater. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Mike's 47.
From the 36, Prescott. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Kill. Check Mike 47.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? That they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Gun. Motion me out. Mike's 47. Then we're going to 53. Here we go. Hold on. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 14.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go, 46. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check. We're going to 54. One hit. Just like that. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. And that'll be incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Come on, QB, come on.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses It's understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to air one out. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. He's got a man complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. A well-executed 22-yard gain. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on second down, Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Thomas, the intended target. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Go, get out there. 47, Mike, 47. Hey, defense, let's go. Here we go, 47. Check, that's it. We own them.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Going up top for Miller. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Prescott from the gun on third. He's got Evans. Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you across state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Bridgewater. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Bridgewater. And this is Cook with a grab. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game. And they reacted poorly on that one.
Play action now. Prescott. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Prescott now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
47's the move. 46. Hey, watch move. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. It's our time, guys.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Complete to Jones. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Saints 10-yard line. We're going to 54. Why ain't? That's trash. 47's the Mike. 47's the Mike.
Prescott to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Escaping the pressure right. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Three receivers head out right, one to the left on 2nd and 3. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've...
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Davante Adams, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutt's good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback, but when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The mic, boys. We're going to 53. Check 47. Look small. Heavy on the edges. We're going to 54. One here. Check. Then we're going to 53. Swing.
On second down, Prescott again. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Prescott now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10.
Here go 46.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Hey, kill. 47. Guys, stay. Let's go. 47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47. Hey, 47. Here we go. 26.
To throw is Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Go. Get out there. Go. 47, Mike. 47, Mike. Mike, 47. Here we go, 47. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Here we go, 54. Go, 26.
Prescott on first down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Kamara try the right side. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Bridgewater now from the 50. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this one's high, but not very far. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Not today. Mike, 47's the mic. Here it comes.
Prescott. Left side here. That's complete to Godwin. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, D.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go, get out there.
They'll go again to Jones. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The Bucs on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Quit talking about it and bring it. Jim. We're going to 54. Right here. 36, 36. Watch the safety creep. Then we're going to 53. Here we go, going to 54. Going to 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. This is Harris. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Hey, exit. 45, 45.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Eluding the touchdown, Saints.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
A very important extra point there, up and good. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
Hey, kill. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Check. Hey, check. Here we go. Go to 54. Why ain't? Yeah, let's get set one.
Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Bridgewater to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Out of time.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This from 51 yards for the win. It's on target, and it's good. From 51 yards out, he drills it. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for New Orleans, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.